Okay, so this guy, he has a decent channel. It's funny, and he finds some good TikTok content. So let's get into it.
Another day, another reminder that
By the way, I just have to comment. You got the nose ring. It's hideous. She's hideous. I mean, not to knock somebody's looks, but this chick decided to get divorced from her husband. I mean, unless your husband's Ted Bundy or John Wayne Gacy and you found out there's like 35 bodies in the crawl space, you need to stay with that guy when you look like this. I mean, let's be real here. This chick looks to be over the age of 50. If she ain't, holy moly, lady, what have you been doing with yourself? You look older than me. And you decided to get divorced? Really? What in the world? I mean, look, she looks like she's got cirrhosis of the liver. She's all jaundiced. Skin's all yellow. I mean, what in the heck, lady?
it does not ever get better. Like ever. They break you in a way that no other person in the world could.
Who's they? I guess she's talking about her husband, even though you're the one that divorced him.
But you still love them. It's been less than 24 hours and I'm a mess. This is hard.
Welcome back, family. Today, we will review this modern woman who falls into a deep depression after deciding to leave her 15-year-old marriage. Let's start by understanding the real reason her marriage ended.
Do you admit that you're crazy?
If I'm completely honest, yes, I've been called crazy several times.
Oh my God! Now there's two nose rings. I thought she just had one. Now she's got multiple nose rings through the septum to the this is nose flap. We call that I don't know, nostril. Jesus, why is that? That's always the case, by the way. Just to say, I mean, I've noticed this. Yeah, when they got the nose ring, they're always woke, crazy broads.
Times in relationships. I'm also telling you that the reason why I was called crazy was in a direct reaction from a specific action that occurred. There were times I overreacted, for sure, emotionally, not like key your car. But as a full-grown woman, I've established that many of those circumstances was due because I stood up for myself.
So it's somebody else's fault that you went nuts. Uh-huh.
I expressed my feelings, often matching the energy that was given to me first.
Matching the energy that was given to me first.
Men like to throw that word around, specifically when they're with someone who
acts crazy,
wants them but doesn't need them. So if my boundaries...
Wants them but doesn't need them. You mean ethnists? Who like to say that while they live in a world completely, totally constructed and maintained by men, so they're delusional?
and assertiveness makes me crazy, then yeah, I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, because we want to be with another dude that's very disagreeable and constantly asserting herself, so it's a constant power struggle. Oh boy, sign me up!
This woman definitely doesn't take any accountability for her actions. She admitted being crazy, but then justify it by playing the victim card. Here's some more proof on why her marriage didn't work.
Please remember that your kids are learning and watching and discovering how they will ultimately allow themselves to be treated in the future by a partner. It doesn't even have to be excessively bad. It's just that they're going to learn what is acceptable in their brains, and they're going to think that being miserable and not getting along is a normal way to be in a relationship.
But aren't you miserable now? Out of the relationship?
I say this with hindsight. I tried the whole let's fix it. We both tried it. It did not work, so it ended up going through that trauma again where we split.
That's because you're the problem, and to fix it, you'd have to change your mindset and the way you view the world, which is impossible.
Up in the end anyway. So our kids had to do it not once but twice. That was a dick move. They know we're miserable. And really, in the end, they don't care. They just want two loving parents.
Right, in the same house. At the same time. Not your crazy ass and no dad.
Married or divorced. That's my thoughts.
No, she did not try her best to make the marriage work, and I will prove it to you later on by showing you how lazy she really is. But before that, let me show you her standards for the men she is attracted to, including her ex-husband.
As I scroll through TikTok, I think I finally established why it is that I am and will remain single. I think I have a type that for whatever reason, it is just built in me that it is the only kind of man I find attractive, period. I was married to this type of man for a very long time, and we all know how that ended.
Yeah, you left. Yeah, because you're crazy. Yeah.
The type is as follows. Always tall, like always taller than I am. Bearded, exceptionally athletic, an all-in-all rugged man, like a Grizzly Adams man.
Is it just me, or does she look like an old granny missing her teeth? I mean, does she just look like a desiccated husk of a woman with like the, the lip, the gum in gum in her gums with the lips? Is it just me, or is anybody else seeing that look? That she's got the old granny, puckered lip look, a desiccated face, crypt keeper. Look, is that just me, or is anybody else seeing this?
And the reason why this sucks is because I hate all of it.
What's with the yellowish hue to the skin? You think maybe she's a alcoholic as well?
I hate doing those things. I hate it. Hiking? No, thank you. Mountain climbing? No. Hunting? Fat no. But I'll never stop you from doing it, and I'll support it. I'll stay home and crochet.
I don't want to exercise, but you've got to be athletic, built, buff, masculine, tall, have a thick beard, thick head of hair, and I'm maybe a 3? With my cirrhosis-colored skin? Oh, that's lovely.
This is just the tip of the iceberg on how much this woman is lazy.
And look at the hair. It looks like she's got straw growing out of her head. It's so dry and brittle looking. Who married this? That must have been some bait and switch, yo.
She wants a top-tier man like they all do, but doesn't want to do any work on getting or keeping a man like that. We can all imagine what her husband went through during those 15 years of marriage.
Poor bastard.
Now, before we watch her crying and regretting why she left her husband thinking that she could do better by herself, let me show you how much of an attention seeker she really is. She even complains about the lack of attention from her own damn kids.
Oh boy.
One day, the mummies I love you stop. They crawl into bed with you just to cuddle. That stops.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they get older. Kids get older. They don't sleep with you anymore. Yeah, they become more self-reliant. Right. Okay.
They stop running up to you after work because they're happy to see you. That stops.
Yeah, so... So you're telling me that the only way that you're able to appreciate your kids is the types of interactions they have with you, so when they grow up and their focus is no longer you don't care or get any kind of fulfillment? What kind of malignant narcissist are you, lady? If it's not about me! Oh! Yeah, I see. Wow.
They break you in a way that no other person in the world could.
Because my kids are no longer 100% parasitically attached to me 24/7, it breaks me. I want nothing more to do with them. They're no longer contributing to my life in a positive manner because I'm not sucking on my teeth anymore. Oh my God!
But you still love them.
Yeah.
It's like the most toxic relationship on the face of the earth.
Whoa! So normal growth and independence of children as they get older is the most toxic relationship on earth. Yet I wonder why your marriage didn't work out. It's a mystery.
And you can never leave it. That's being a mom.
She is
really?
completely wrong on her view on how her children should be treating her, and I will talk about it at the end of the video. Now, remember, she left her marriage thinking
It gets worse, by the way.
that she could do better on her own. Let's watch how she is doing.
A lot of people
Oh, Lord.
will
Well, she looks like she's put on weight, so that's number one.
think that I put myself in this position,
Yeah.
or that is my own fault.
Yeah?
That my life is the way it is. Let me assure you,
By the way, I said you were a strong, independent woman that don't need no man, so the state of your life is your fault, right? It's on you, right? Because you're strong and independent, so your choices, they're on you, right? No.
that I've spent the last 20 years of my life working really hard to get to a place that I could be independent and support my kids. Okay? I'll start
Right, you're independent, support your kids without a man. Listen to what she says next.
with that. I put myself through school 3 separate times. Okay? I put myself in enormous student debt to be able to provide and have a good career. I was diagnosed with a life-changing illness that I refuse to let it affect my life, so that I don't have to be on AISH for the rest of my life and I can make money myself.
Okay.
I made $1,500 this month at work. I can't pay my rent. I can't buy groceries. I've been using the food bank like a fucking loser. I can't do anything.
That doesn't sound very independent.
How is this okay? It's not.
Her situation got
Somebody save me! But I'm strong and independent.
so bad that she had to move back in her parents' basement, and that affected her children in the worst way.
She's got custody, of course. I have a poon. So of course I still have my kids. Wow. This creature that looks like she's dying of liver cirrhosis, old jaundice, has custody, living in her kids, living in her parents' mold-ridden basement. Lovely. Continue.
I will show a conversation between her and her teenage daughter. I want you to focus on her daughter's body language and guess what she has been doing.
So my daughter just came in my room. I'll have her tell you what she just asked me
What room? You're in a basement. It's just one giant room, okay? You're sleeping next to the washing machine, lady.
for. What do you need?
Mom, I need everything you have for a satanic ritual.
What the hell was that? She's what? Hold on a second.
Just asked me for. What do you need?
This child was raised pagan. She has been magic her entire life. Holy crap. That daughter looks like a succubus. The daughter with that light on her face, she looks demonic. What the hell? Raised pagan? Let me tell you something, folks. This could be part and parcel why the mother is so effed up. Now, look, I'm not going to get in any detail, but let me just tell you something. Don't mess with this stuff. Don't mess with the occult. Don't mess with witchcraft or Wicca or any of that stuff. Don't mess with pendulums. Don't mess with divining rods. Don't mess with Ouija boards. Don't mess with any of that stuff. If you do, you're going to screw yourself up big time, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Mom, I need everything you have for a satanic ritual. Okay.
She's not joking. So she's trying to perform a satanic ritual, the daughter. And the mother is, okay with that. I see. Okay. Continue.
Okay, so what do you want?
What the?
But I don't think I...
Makes me believe I slayed the parent thing. Your daughter? Wow. So, liver cirrhosis chick here thinks she slayed being a parent as she lives in a basement of her parents' house with a daughter that does satanic rituals. And is probably on numerous illicit substances, much like Mommy probably is, going by her skin. Okay, continue.
have anything.
I need anything.
Okay, but what is the satanic
I needs me a goat to sacrifice to perform it.
ritual for?
We put put together a spell
To
that
do
does
what?
not, in fact, include Satan.
This-
A spell. So you're dabbling with the occult. Oh, that's just lovely.
This will be news to me.
I don't know.
You don't know why you're summoning the Dark Lord?
Yeah, I don't consequences.
Oh god, you're fucking weird.
You guessed it right. Her daughter is doing drugs just like her mother. Instead of focusing on being a parent and discipline her
So the mother does drugs as well, really. Wow. Well, that explains her pigmentation.
child, she is focusing on being the cool mom.
Daughter, quick question. Would you consider me a cool mom?
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said yeah.
Ah! I guess I am.
So this mother, she's seeking attention and validation and approval from her daughter, which gives her daughter power and control in the relationship, instead of the other way around, which it actually ought to be. But of course, it would be kind of hypocritical for the mother to impose boundaries on her child and then herself have no boundaries whatsoever. Yeah.
This woman destroyed her daughter's life so much to the point that the state had to intervene and move the daughter to go live with her father for rehabilitation.
Wow, you know about a parent you have to be as a mother to lose custody? I mean, the system is so stacked in the favor of women. You got to be like a mass murdering, serial killer, multiple drug doing, addict control, addict, and even then it's difficult to lose custody as a woman, and yet she lost custody. Wow. Substances, I'm going to bet those substances, one of the biggest substances with this chick is booze.
So a quick rundown of what's going on right now is my daughter went to go live with her dad for an undisclosed amount of time because financially I'm not doing good. And she's fallen into some hard times on within herself, and she needs to go and get clean and get
Yeah, because of you!
healthy and learn to
She needs to get clean and healthy. Her mother's a dope head, alcoholic, drug addict, so she became a dope head, alcoholic, drug addict, just like mommy. So things are starting to become a little more clear here about why her marriage ended.
thrive in a place where she knows no one aside from her father. I have
Yeah, better than being with you, lady.
been away from my daughter for approximately 6 months of her entire 16 years on earth, and that is not a joke. I just pulled into work, and on Friday they asked me if I need
By the way, why was she away from her daughter for 6 months? This is a recent occurrence. She hasn't been away from her daughter for 6 months at the filming of this. So what's 6 months during your daughter's life before now where she's away from you? And that's a recent occurrence. Were you away from her for 6 months? Were you in a drug rehab facility? Were you in some kind of facility recovering from substance abuse, alcoholism, something like that? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, that 6 months at some point prior during her child's life was for.
some time today to kind of just settle because to ask if I'd be okay for work, and I was like, dude, of course, I mask better than any person I've ever met.
Dude, of course, I mask better than everyone I ever met. Mask? You mean wear a mask? I don't know.
And masking's like a thing I do better than anyone should be able to do. There was no 5 a.m. cuddle or talk. It's been less than 24 hours and I'm a fucking mess. This is hard.
It's all about her.
You see what is going
All
on
about
here.
her.
Her daughter has been taken away for rehabilitation because of a situation she created. And all she is thinking about is how hard it is for her to leave without her daughter. You guys know how much I am protective of kids. And that is why I didn't include explicit footage about her teenage daughter. I have realized how much mothers are contributing in the trauma most children are going through these days, and that is why I am going to keep exposing them on repeat. As for this woman, we will close off with a video showing how miserable her life looked like now.
Another day. Another reminder that it does not ever get better. Like ever.
She looks worse. She's an
All
alcoholic.
these girls out there with hot husbands. Meanwhile, I'm just over here having hot flashes. Jealous? Mental health awareness.
What's with her forehead, by the way? What happened to her? She get drunk and fall down and hit her head?
I was trying really hard to think of something prolific to do.
You mean to take your mind off your miserable existence. Good luck.
To bring awareness to this topic. And then I realized I'll just be real. How I start
Are you able to be real? I don't think so.
every single day of my life.
Whoa, do you see on the... look, there's a pentacle! Look, there's a magic pentacle on the wall or something behind her. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is what happens when you mess with the occult. Yeah, it makes no difference. What? Do you hear this? You put a lot of work into this video. I don't even know how to do that. How do you put the... you got to do a lot of work on a video to put like talking voices in the background. So she shot this video of herself, and then she recorded a separate audio to play in the background. Wow, wow, wow. So she can do that, but she can't get her life together. Yeah.
Like a walking apple on toothpicks.
It is. Yikes.
This one. They all hate you. You're
It's your body on boobs.
That's why you're alone.
Don't be this broad.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You suck.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying, honey.
Distraction, distraction, da 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 da.
She's like a child, by the way. She seems like a little child to me, but she's like got to be over 50.
Color. Dog. Color. No, Mom, I don't know why.
I thought she's living in her mother's basement, but you're on the phone with your mom? Your mom's got to be 80. What are you doing? Is she so lazy that she's calling her mom on the phone even though mom is right upstairs? What's going on here?
I hate it here.
I hate it in your basement, Mom. Please come down and talk to me so I don't have to call you on the phone. What?
Why can't I be normal?
Because you dabbled in witchcraft and paganism and the occult. You got into booze and drugs and you've messed up your mind. And you got into the worst drug of all, euphemism. Could that be why you can't be normal? Yeah.
I don't want to feel like this anymore.
Well, there's a solution. Of course, you're not going to really do anything about your problems, are you? You're just going to bitch and moan about them and put it on TikTok.
Yeah. The kids are coming. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll call you back later. Okay, love you, bye.
Oh, of course she's got tattoos. What kind of tattoos were those? Were those like Kabbalic symbols or something? Let me see what those were. Okay, I don't know what that is. It's a word or some kind. I don't know.
Okay, come on. Hi.
I absolutely have zero sympathy for this woman.
Yeah, I have zero sympathy also. I mean, this is what you get when all you do is make bad choices throughout your whole life. And I think the guy who was with her for 15 years has got to be one of the most patient and kind and tolerant humans on the planet. Far too much so. In fact, good Lord, could you imagine being married to this broad? 15 years. You know, he just stayed for the kids, right? And she said kids. She didn't say kids. So apparently it was more than one kid. So I guess she got the daughter and maybe the husband got the other kid. I don't know. But, yeah. What a mess. What a disaster. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. And certainly don't dabble with the occult. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Should we feel sorry for this chick with her weird Africano tribal, earring implants there, or her nose rings, or her multiple horrible tattoos, or her worshiping of Mephistopheles? And encouraging her daughter to also dabble with those kind of things, black magic and all that, which oftentimes includes mind-altering substances and seems to oftentimes coincide with drug abuse as well, which she seemed to be perfectly okay with and thought made her a great mom. Let me know in the comment section. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. On YouTube, I am Bachelor Philosopher, and on every other platform, I am the Realist Philosopher. And on that note, I'm out of here. And I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.